The scent is pretty prevalent. You can feel like the crusty sweat. I'm gonna go on one final jog with these briefs before I pack them up and send them on their way. Hey, my name's Phil. I'm a hairstylist, I'm a music producer, and I sell my used underwear on the internet. I started wearing these new underwear, and so I was going to get rid of old underwear, and my boyfriend suggested that I could sell them online to people that follow me on Instagram, because my Instagram is pretty slutty, which I think like entices people to pay for like sweaty underwear that I work out in. But the things I share on Instagram are meant to like grab certain people's attention at that moment. But what I'm working on doing is like expanding that and kind of like getting people interested in these other little aspects of like what I do. There's just so much more to just like some slutty photos of me on Instagram. Like, it's important for me to create sex positivity because we can cultivate a world where people are less judgmental and more open-minded, or at least accepting and tolerating. I've got these American Apparel briefs on that are pretty crusty at this point. Going to take one final jog in them and send them on their way. And then underneath I have this fishnet number that is for a new order. I recently posted that I had some band merch available for my music project online, but someone sent me a DM and they're like, hey, I want one of your band shirts, but I want the one that like you're wearing in the photo, and also like I want you to sweat in it. I was like, totally, yeah, I'm cool doing that. Anything else? And they were like, yeah, come on it a few times. So I was like, all right. So I have been jerking off onto this shirt. Now I'm going to work up one final sweat in it before I send it to the person who has requested that. Right now, I will be fulfilling 3 orders at once. It takes about a week and a half, sometimes 2 weeks to actually get underwear to a point where like they actually smell like something. And it's a pretty complicated process that involves working out, getting them all sweaty, dry out the underwear, but like as soon as they're dry, I have to put them in a Ziploc baggie because that'll preserve the musk. So eventually they get to a point, usually after a week or two, where I'm like, okay, these seem like good enough. The most recent order from Andrew, he put, I hope they smell like an intense workout. So like, you know, he just wants them like really used, like, and that's my intention with every one of them. If I'm like feeling extra sweaty at home, I'll grab them, I'll like rub them on my nuts. Very sweaty, as you can probably tell. It smells good enough to me, so I think it's a finished product. This first pair is going to Tim, so I'm just gonna write Tim like a nice little note, you know, make it a little bit more personal, a little intimate. Have a good sniff. Love, Phil. So this order is done. I'm just gonna drop that off at the post office. The shirt still needs to dry out a little bit. I need to jizz on it a few more times, make it really worth their money. The thing is, what I'm doing is not harming anyone. I'm offering something that someone wants and that makes them happy. There's no insincere quality to what I'm doing. Eliminating sex negativity is really important because there's a lot of people who are victims of very real violence simply for reasons of a sexual nature. I'm part of a community which is still violently attacked because of literally no reason other than our sexual preference. And I think all of that lack of love and compassion comes from sex negativity.